Oh, didn't see you there. I was busy looking at the back of my 501st battle pack. I'm sorry. This is the only time I'm ever going to be able to flex this, so, you know, I gotta get it in here. I will say this, though. As soon as these come out in America, I'll make a video telling you guys exactly where to get them, just so you know. So don't ask me. I don't know where right now, but when they are available, I will make a video telling you exactly where and how to work the system to get them. This is Ask MandRproductions episode 134, the series where I answer your questions. If you have a question for next week's episode, leave in the comments section down below. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the 501st set. It's pretty cool. We did a thing. So we'll just let that one sit back there for the rest of the episode. You can stare at it instead of my face. I decided not to shave today, so this is what you get. Don't everyone dislike it once now. Anyway, my first question comes from Cannon, and he wants to know, would you pay extra to get a set early? Dude, I pay extra to get sets early all the time, man. It's not a would I, it's how many times have I done it? And it's dozens at this point. I have paid extra plenty and plenty of times. Both when you actually pay extra, as in like the price you pay for the set on the receipt is more, like in the case like on eBay or whatever, you pay literally more than the retail price, or also in the way that you're giving up your time and your gas, like to go to a place to get something. Like if I drive to Orlando, that's not free, right? Like I still pay retail price for the set, but it takes me 3 hours, which is time is money, right? And whatever the gas, I think gas is cheap. I never make a big deal of gas, but whatever the gas costs to go to Orlando and back, that's what it costs extra to get that set early still, because it's a trip I wouldn't have made otherwise. And of course, sometimes I go to Atlanta apparently to get Monkey Kid sets, and that's, you know, the whole day of time is money and like 14 hours of driving there and back for however much gas that takes. I definitely pay to get sets early all the time. I don't have any qualms with it. It's usually nothing like insane to me. I would say maybe the most I've ever paid was maybe with the solo sets, and I want to say I felt really bad about it too, because even like back then in early 2018, I wasn't like killing it by, at least by my standards today. It's freaking insane. You guys are amazing, like watching all my videos so goddamn much. $60 for like the $30 sets, and I might have paid like $30 for the Imperial Battle Pack. I think I wimped out on paying God knows how much for the Millennium Falcon at the time, but I got a few of those sets early from eBay, and I just paid like what I considered to be out the wazoo, and I was like, god damn. But I think that ended up paying off. I don't recall exactly, but yeah, that's probably the most I've ever paid early for sets. You would think it'd be something like Apocalypseburg, but that one I only paid like $45 more than I would have in the store, something ridiculous. Owen says, thoughts on Hidden Sides cancellation and Ashnflash's videos on it. So yeah, Hidden Sides getting the axe after this year apparently. I think it's been good for 2 or 3 waves. It only started like a year ago. I was just about to get the first wave of, or a couple of the first wave of Hidden Sides sets thanks to Sega. And so like it hasn't been that long and it's already dead, and it's really sad to me because the theme had potential. It's a really cool theme for kids, like it really was, and unfortunately I guess it just didn't click with them or something. Like it just, obviously they're axing it because it's not making as much money as I guess they wanted it to make. But yeah, they made some weird choices with the packaging, which I thought was I don't think it was bad packaging. Obviously, compared to the rest of the LEGO lineup, it didn't really mix, and maybe consumers were confused, but that's putting blame all on the packaging versus maybe the sets just weren't that good. I don't know. I personally like the few sets that I got, like the Hidden Side Bus and the Hidden Side High School. I think I got the Subway set or something. I don't know. I've gotten a few sets, and I've enjoyed all of the ones that I've purchased, but it's kind of sad to see the theme coming to an end. It may be a theme that I end up buying all the sets of at this point, like if I can get them on clearance anyway, like why not? But I did see Ashnflash's video on it, and I was really disappointed to hear like some of the sentiments he was sharing, like in his like hashtag Hidden Side is over party. And he said it himself. I mean, he was jealous that Hidden Side got all these cool buildings and like DC and City is not getting like a school bus. It's like, dude, I just disagreed a lot with what he had to say. I didn't think it was right. And I'm like, dude, like I talk bad about Ninjago. It's like in a, hey, I'm just screwing with you kind of way. Like he was like genuinely happy that Hidden Side was over. And it's like, dude, that's not ideal. Like if Ninjago did end tomorrow, I wouldn't be on the video like really like being mean about it. Like I don't know. He made an apology video. I didn't watch all of that, but like I guess he's squared away with his fans, so it is what it is. But yeah, I liked Hidden Side. I thought it was a cool theme, and I don't like the sentiment of, since Hidden Side has all this cool stuff and my theme doesn't, then I'm gonna hate it. And I just, yeah, I didn't click with that. Cameron says, thoughts on fake LEGO listings on eBay, Mercari, and other third-party sellers. So eBay and Mercari specifically is what I'm most well versed in, and obviously I think they're bad. That's my thoughts. Like, no, they're not good. I will say this though, I think we should all get a little little bit better at this. A lot of you guys have used my Mercari link, so I know a lot of you guys are using Mercari, or at least have been using Mercari recently. So I've got it pulled up on my phone here, and basically, if you come across a listing on Mercari specifically, I don't know how this works on eBay, but on Mercari specifically, if you come across a listing and it is fake Lego. So if we look at this listing of 501st Troopers, that is obviously Lepin. Nobody is selling 8 501st Troopers that obviously don't look like the real thing. You can report it by pressing the report button on the bottom right of the picture, press counterfeit items, and press submit, and then yes, obviously. So we can kind of try to clean that up together as a community, because all this fake stuff is getting out of hand. I've noticed it a lot in Mercari lately. eBay, I think, has been pretty good about cleaning it up, but Mercari specifically has been, I've noticed getting a lot of it, and it's like, hey, we need to clean this up, we need to stop it, so let's use our powers for good. If you guys are on Mercari anyway and you come across a fake Lego listing, just report it as a counterfeit item and go about your day. It's really easy, a couple taps to the button. Another thing I've noticed, actually, something that really rubs me even more the wrong way, is like this account on Instagram is using my pictures, and I don't mind, like a lot of accounts on Instagram have used pictures of mine of new minifigures from like reviews, and I don't mind people using that at all, other than the fact that this one specific account is using the picture, and then like the 4 pictures after it are promoting his business selling fake Lepin Lego. I really think that is a terrible scumbag move. Like, that's awful to do. Like I said, I don't mind at all that people use the pictures from my video. Like, even if they don't, like, I don't care. But what it comes down to is when you're using it to promote something that's literally illegal, that's a problem. You shouldn't be doing that, and I think Instagram should be shutting that account down. M&J Industries says, do you enjoy to cook? If so, what's your favorite dish to make? I'll be right back. I'm no master chef, but, you know, I can cook a mean frozen pizza. Also, the Barilla Ready Pasta, literally 60 seconds in the microwave rotini. It's so good. I have been like loving this the past, I don't know, 2 months since I started getting it. It's just so easy, like 60 seconds in the microwave. Don't have to boil water, like screw that. Yeah, this stuff I've been loving and killing it on. I wish they sponsored me, but it's so good. I have really enjoyed that pasta. I don't know, it's so good. Really easy too. For me, it's like make videos, play video games, whatever. Oh, I need to eat too? Bang, done, food. Like, it doesn't get simpler than that. So that's like, honestly, like my favorite dish to make. I am no cook at all. Obi-Wan says, I have a couple of minor stickers missing from a set that I've been rebuilding. People that resell stickers that are made by Lego cost up to $150, while custom stickers cost about $7. What's your opinion on stickers not made by Lego that can be used to replace old Lego stickers? Do you believe they are knockoffs like Lepin, or are they a decent product? Too long didn't read. Should I buy custom stickers to replace lost Lego stickers? Absolutely. I've done it before myself. I don't think it's really a bad thing, because stickers more than the actual Lego bricks aren't really like it's just on paper, right? I don't have any problem with that at all myself. I've actually done it with my UCS Tanta V4. It's really not a bad thing to me. Lego's not gonna reproduce these sticker sheets. They don't sell them separately, so you end up getting screwed 10 years later because their stickers suck. They crinkle and wrinkle and they crack, and it's terrible. Like, Lego stickers are awful after time sometimes. So I don't see any reason to go shell out the $150 for these genuine Lego stickers when you can get the like custom printed ones for like $7. It's no different than like a custom printed minifigure to me. I don't consider that to be like fake or a bad thing. If it's on real Lego, it's fine. The stickers, like, just not a big deal to me. Like, get the $7 stickers. It's not going to kill you. That right there is a custom sticker on the side of my Tantive 4, so hopefully you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like, it's not a big deal to me to use the custom stickers, and honestly, you would never know probably if I didn't tell you, right? John Pound says, what are your thoughts on the Lego NES that was just real? Dude, it looks incredible. I've never played the NES myself. I was never, like, you know, just never played that. I played Nintendo 64, PS2, PS3, PS4. It's like my gaming consoles that I've played in my life. Don't forget the Wii. The Wii is legendary too. But that thing looks so good. I think I'm gonna buy it just as a fan of Lego, and I don't know if I'm even gonna build it right away, because as you guys know, I don't have space to build things, although I've been saying that for 2 years, and I just keep building all the new sets I get, and somehow those find a place. So I'm not gonna build it right away, but I think I'm gonna buy it on day one and just store it away. I think that's gonna be one of those sets, and that's something I've been doing kind of with a lot of things. It's like, I can buy this now, and then when I have the time and space to build it in the future, I will, and then I don't have to worry about like it retiring and then paying double, triple the price. Like, just get it now while it is cheapest it may ever be, and then deal with that later. I love the integration with the actual like Mario that they have from their starter course set. Like, it's so good in so many ways. It looks like borderline real. Like, I am definitely buying one. I think I've talked myself into it. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, that is so good. So LEGO NES gonna be very, very cool come August 1st. Can't wait to pick one up. Ben Petrie says, ask Minar, do you know what you are going to do for 2020 Mocktober? If not, what are your ideas? I think, okay, so a lot of people have been asking when my giveaway is gonna happen, blah, blah, blah. For Mocktober this year, I will be doing like I'll have you guys do Mocktober too. I'm not gonna say anything about what you're gonna be building or whatever. Like, you're gonna have to build it in that month though. That will be the time constraint for it. So I'm not gonna say anything else about it other than that. As far as what I'll be doing, I don't know exactly yet. I'll probably start production on my end for what I'm actually gonna be building very soon, because I don't wanna like find myself behind and then find myself like, oh, well, gonna miss this week and then miss the next week, and you know, it builds and I just cancel my whole thing for the year. So I'm gonna like pre-produce some stuff for that just so that I'm ahead of the game. Christian says, what are your thoughts on the possible TikTok ban? Good riddance! Goodbye, TikTok. Have a good day. I don't really care, honestly, though. It doesn't matter to me. I don't use the app. I deleted it many, many months ago. For the people that like it, that sucks. From what I've heard, TikTok is doing some really shady things. So that's, you know, it's sensible if they ban it, if those things are true. So, you know, it makes sense, like, especially with how many kids are using it. Like, you know, there's a whole big deal about COPPA. Oh my God forbid ads are shown to children. But here we have TikTok on the other side of it, just like tracking everything, and like, it's like, oh, that's fine. Like, I think if all of these things are true, and I've only read like one article like 2 weeks ago, that's why I'm being very vague, so I don't really remember the specifics, but like, if what I've seen is true, then yes, it should be banned, and it's a good thing. It'll suck for the content creators and people that like the app, but I'm sure other things like it will spring up that are a lot less sketchy. Maybe Vine could make a comeback. Blaster Boy R4D4 says, do you like how LEGO has given the AT-AT pilots and snowtroopers unique faces? Absolutely. It's been a great change seeing LEGO get away from those angry clone faces from years past and giving them each something unique. That being said, these faces aren't like new. They aren't unique to that AT-AT pilot. I think like Tom Riddle is one of the, like, they're using faces from other LEGO characters, which I think is completely fine. Like, I just have to say that just so people don't get confused, but they are faces that are being reused. But unlike when Obi-Wan and Anakin are being reused from completely wrong scene, I don't see a problem with this at all. I think it's very cool, and I think like kids especially will be like, oh, this guy has this face and that guy has that. Like, it's gonna be nice, I think, in that way, and it gives them some unique look underneath the helmet for people that want to lift that helmet up. Brick Guys Production says, will there be any more LEGO Star Wars sets for this year besides Mos Eisley? I think you haven't been watching my rumor video. So here's the outlook for the rest of 2020. And obviously anything, you know, there could be more, but this is literally everything that I know of. I believe there's going to be a San Diego Comic-Con set. There's going to be the Master Builder Series Mos Eisley set. And then there should be the UCS style Baby Yoda, buildable Yoda set. I believe the retail on that's going to be $100 as well, so it should be a pretty hefty boy. But that is what we're looking at for the other 3 sets for 2020. And then that is it. Very soon, and we're in July, late July. Very soon we should have 2021 rumors. So I can't speak on it now, but just very soon there should be videos on stuff like that. That's where we're at right now. Brayden says, what do you think about the Bad Batch show coming in 2021? I think it's great to have some style of the Clone Wars back. Obviously it's coming after the Clone Wars has ended, but it will kind of be picking up after episode 3. We'll see, hopefully, like the rise of the Empire. Some people are saying, I heard a comment like Cody becomes a Death Trooper, so maybe we'll get to see something like that as like a side arc. I don't know exactly what this show will follow. I also saw someone, this would be like the A-Team, but Star Wars. Maybe that's what this is like. I don't know, but it does sound interesting, and I'm glad that there's going to be more Star Wars shows on Disney+. This is great. Like, you can't complain about it, right? It's another Star Wars show. Very excited about it. People ask me, do you think they'll make Bad Batch sets now? Yes, I do think they'll make Bad Batch sets now. It's just like if they made The Mandalorian, they made Mandalorian sets. Like, any Star Wars media that is a show or movie, like, no question, going forward, there will be sets based on it. I can't fathom a time when that wouldn't happen. So Bad Batch Shuttle could absolutely happen. Other Bad Batch sets related to whatever you end up seeing in that show obviously could happen, so very excited for that potential. Hopefully they even get a little bit ahead of the game and do the Bad Batch shuttle like in January 2021 or summer 2021. I don't know when exactly that's coming out in 2021, but I would love to see the Bad Batch shuttle be a little bit preemptive to that show since we've already seen it in the Clone Wars Season 7. Insane Dwayne says, would you consider comparing sets of very similar or equal value and saying which one you would be better off buying, or perhaps doing like an M&R Summer Star Wars sets buying drawing guide, and if it does well, perhaps one for each season. Absolutely. I actually have planned, I have my whole schedule for the next 3 weeks here. I'm not going to show it to you, but I have it all down because I've been working on the videos, getting ready to go on a trip for myself. Thursday, July 30th at 1 p.m., I will have the August wave overview / buyer's guide. That's what I have written down, so that I'm already considering doing. I have done a couple wave overviews in the past, but they've been pretty spotty. I'm hoping to do this one up really well and do a really well done and well produced video that goes through kind of everything you want to know. I'll put my pinned comment as like what you guys want to see in a buyer's guide, like what is important for you to know. And I'm also going to do a community post like asking for questions about the summer wave that you might want answered. And then on top of that, I also want to know, because I have considered doing this like sets of similar or equal value comparison, what sets would you want to see compared? Because obviously I could do like General Grievous Starfighter and the Night Buzzard because those are 70 and 80 bucks. But on the flip side, you could do like the AAT and the File First Battle Pack type of, like there's a lot of things like that. So if you want to reply on the pinned comment down below, it will be like which sets would you want to see compared that aren't the same? And what do you need to know for the summer wave, like as far as general things? As far as specific questions for the summer wave, that'll be a separate thing, like I said, on a community post. Luke Turpin says, what makes you think none of us want to build a Kiadi Mundi army? I know last week what I said probably offended a lot of you, and I have to apologize. I'm so sorry. I made a severe lapse in judgment. I don't know what I was thinking. It was incredibly wrong of me. And, you know, I really got to blame my upbringing, just not really considering the people that would want to build a Kiadi Mundi army out there. Henrique says, why do you care about the AAT being inaccurate but don't care about the ATRT being inaccurate? All right, there's a lot of things that are inaccurate, and we're going to have this conversation all day. Dude, the Night Buzzard is inaccurate, right? It still looks good, right? The ATAT is inaccurate. It's not perfect mini... Like, what you're saying is you want the ATRT to be perfect minifig scale, but you don't care about the AAT to be perfect minifig scale. The proportions on the AAT are all out of whack. That is what I'm complaining about. The ATRT's proportions are at least within scale of each other. The ATAT's proportions are at least in scale of each other. The ATAT, however, is not minifig scale, like you're asking for the ATRT to be perfect minifig scale. You want it to be this really small thing. Well, then you should be saying the ATAT should be this giant thing that fits ATAT minifigs perfectly inside, just like it does in Universe. Like, I don't care about that. I just care that the proportions on the set look proper, and the AAT's proportions are not proper. It's also missing a lot of markings, as I've talked about in my review. Check it out if you haven't. That is the way I feel about it. You won't be changing my opinion on it. I think the way you phrase your question is incredibly flawed, because the things that are wrong with those sets, at least that you may perceive as wrong, are fundamentally different. Like I said, with the ATRT, you're saying you want it to be perfect minifig scale, but with the AAT, let's say it is in minifig scale already, however, the proportions are just completely off, it's not even close, and it's missing markings. Those are two conceptually different things that are wrong with those sets in your eyes or in my eyes. I don't... Yeah, it's funny, the ATRT is like the set brought up most about not being in minifig scale. However, literally every other set behind me, bar like the Slave 1, is not in minifig scale. Who cares? It fits minifigs, and that's what matters. Not that it's perfectly in scale with minifigs. God, I'm ranting here at the end, but that is like the culmination of my thoughts there. Like, so many people are like, oh, but it's not minifig. Dude, I don't care about minifig scale. It's just not one of my personal things. And so seeing so many people care about it with the one ATRT, and it's funny, the ATRT, I saw some comment on like Brickset, just the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Someone's like, these ATRTs just keep getting bigger and bigger. Dude, this is the smallest ATRT we've had in 10 years. They don't keep getting bigger and bigger. They're downsizing it, just like you've been asking. NANI? Anyway, guys, that's this video. I gotta stop it here before I just lose my mind talking about minifig scale and not minifig scale. Oh yeah, and the shuttle is minifig scale, I guess. That's all for Ask MandRproductions episode 134. If you enjoyed, leave a comment down below with a question that you want answered next week and a like, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Rant over. Sheesh.